Welcome to Accountants Lounge. I'm Dawn Patton, and this is my business bestie, Ashley Ford. And we're your hosts. We're just two friends building our virtual accounting firms, and we're on a mission to share the real of what that even looks like. Today, we're chatting about when to know you're ready to hire. Just kind of a big topic, but hiring is kind of our thing to talk about it. We just love to talk about it so much. And like I said, we're accountants. It's not like we're, I don't know, recruiters, professional hires, or anything. But to give us a little street cred, together we've hired more than 30 people in our own firms. I've hired people for other like previous jobs too. So even more street cred there. We'd like to think we know a thing or two. And when we boil it down, what our framework comes to when to know when you're ready to hire, there's really three things we want to talk about. And that's time, money, and freedom.
Yeah, and like Dawn said, we're not professionals, but we do feel like things are working pretty decently, pretty well for us right now. So we want to share what we've learned, take what works for you, because we want you to be able to build a business that you love and that you feel like you have control of your time, you feel like you have unlimited financial potential, and you feel like you've got true freedom in your business. So let's dive into these a little bit. So when we talk about time, you're going to know that you're ready to hire if your time is completely maxed out. You're at full capacity. You can't take on any more clients. There's no wiggle room in your business to find extra time, or you're working way more hours than you ever planned. You're feeling burnt out because of all those hours that you're now working, and you can't find a way to be able to work less and still be able to bring home the money that you're making now without some sort of change.
Hey, but interjection, that's actually, I mean, that is a really good indicator that you should hire if you're at that point. But in my opinion, that means you're hiring too late. So
Yes.
really what you
Good
want to look at
call.
is forecasting that, because the time it takes to create the job posting, interview people, get them on board, then train them, you need to look at like what's around the corner. And once you see that part coming of, oh, I'm going to reach capacity here soon, that's when it's time to start posting that job opportunity. Because once you do reach the capacity, it becomes a little bit hard to hire the right people, because then you get desperate and then you rush the hiring process. So that
You're
is
like,
the
I just need
indicator.
anybody.
Yeah,
Yes.
which I've done before.
Same. Okay, thank you, because that is such a good point. So if you're listening to this and you already are in that burnt out space, get on it. Get on figuring it out. Stick around. We're going to share more information about how to do that. But if you can start feeling that itch coming, you know that you're projecting out to continue bringing on more clients and you're about to hit your max. You need to start
Mhm.
now, because like Dawn
Yeah.
said, it takes a couple months to get your job posting done, to get it posted out there, to weed through candidates, to get those interviews, to make an offer, to get them to accept, and then to have their start date and then get them trained. Like there's
Yeah.
a
You have to
long
think of
lead
that
time.
runway. Yeah, that lead
Yeah.
time. And then also on the aspect of time, it's not always, I mean, very much in the startup bootstrapping phase, it is a hustle and grind kind of you do anything, but not always. Some people have a little bit more luxury than that. And once you're later on in business, you tend to have more luxury than that. So don't always look at time capacity. Start looking at, with the time that you're doing, are you enjoying the things that you're doing? Where's your
Yes.
energy levels? Are you hating this? Is there something on your plate that your time is being spent on that's not life-giving to you? And that's also part of the time aspect of this.
Yes. And this is going to dabble into the financial piece a little bit, but like Dawn said, with your time, if you don't enjoy what you're doing with your time, if you're maxing out the time that you have available and you're feeling drained, and if with the time that you're spending, you're not able to increase how much you're making at all, there's no wiggle room there. That's all gonna be those indicators that, hey, we're either already past being ready or it's coming around the corner.
Yeah. And okay, point number two. Are we ready to move on to point number two?
I think we're
Yeah.
ready. Let's do it.
Okay. So the money part that we're looking at, like if you're ready to hire, we're gonna analyze the money. I think a lot of times people think with this, it's like, I need to already have the money to
Mm.
hire. I don't, I'm personally not on that boat. I don't know about you, Ashley, and where you stand with that. I'm on the boat of projecting
Yes.
finances and what that person can bring to the table to help you to afford to pay themselves. So for me, it's not like I need to get ahead, have enough to pay them and the rest of my team. It's okay, I am at this place. We can cut back a little bit for this runway training process, and then that person will start to earn their own salary and wage. So I'm definitely on that space in the finances of projecting the money. However, in order to project the money, you have to look at capacity and like
Yes.
marketing and can you fill that? Not just a, oh, if I bring another body to the team, now we have more work and we'll have more clients. Like you can't just assume
You
you're gonna have more clients.
you still have to go out there and bring those clients in.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So what is your capacity for bringing in clients? What's your current like how many people are you currently bringing in? What's their sign rate? How about your rate for your current clients and leaving? And like calculate all that and see what that capacity does look like. So for me, the money isn't just, do you currently have the money? It's what does the money look like throughout the next 6 months or year or whatever.
Yeah. And this goes right back into projecting out, like we talked about with time. Like you've got to be able to see what's coming in your business, what's coming in the future based on the work that you're doing now, and trust that if you're putting in those marketing efforts, that referral business, like you're really putting out the effort to bring in more clients and you see them regularly coming in, then you should know, okay, we've got a pretty steady funnel. We've got some clients that are going to be coming in. We need to go ahead and hire ahead of that so we can get those people trained and we'll have that business ready for them once they're onboarded.
Yeah. Any other tips you have for money?
I think whenever we do our full money episode, I want to really dive
Yeah.
into some different strategies behind how you can plan for a hire when it comes to the finances. I mean, you guys are all in the accounting industry. You can manage your money, but we can share some things that have worked for us. But
Yeah.
in general, we just want you to know that you've got to be able to just trust yourself to bring that person on and know that whenever you can bring someone on, it's usually going to increase how much you're able to make in your business. I think a lot
Yeah.
of times when your finances are capped and you want to earn more, building a team is going to be what helps you be able to do that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Then the third point that's part of our hiring framework and knowing when you're ready to hire is the freedom. And we've
Best part.
touched on this already. Did you say best part?
I said best part.
Yeah. Yep. We've touched on this already in the time audit. Like, what do you enjoy? What do you not enjoy? And then we've touched on it on the money part too, of like, hey, do you want to be making more money? Because money doesn't buy happiness, but money sure can buy a whole lot of things and it can help you with your freedom.
Yeah.
I mean, it can buy a house cleaner and it can buy grocery delivery services and it can buy fast food or not fast food, but like restaurant DoorDash. So we've touched on it before, but this is really, really, really the part that if I could emphasize one thing about hiring, do it for the freedom. Do
Yeah.
it for well, you and I both talked about this in the other episode where we talked about like our experiences hiring and our stories and just how much it's given to our lives to have team members to like share this workload, have this support, and be around people who I thoroughly enjoy and love. Like I, as
Yeah.
the owner, you get to decide who you're hiring and who you work with.
It's
I
so
think that's the
rewarding.
coolest thing. Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
like, when I do interviews, I'm like, I'm interviewing you to see if I want to go on vacation with you. So
Like when we
vibe
hang out.
check. Yeah.
Yeah. And the truth is, I mean, you're bringing on clients that are a good fit for you. So you also want to
Mhm.
build a team that are going to be a good fit for your clients that makes sense in your business. And bringing on just really incredible team members and being able to offer them an amazing place to work. I'm always aiming to make Pretty Penny an even better place to work. So rewarding. It really is so rewarding. And if you listen to our last episode, we talked a lot about freedom. And I remember thinking when I started my business as a solopreneur, doing it myself, I remember thinking that that was freedom. And I'm here to tell you it wasn't.
And
It
you were free from a boss because you were your own boss, but yeah,
yes.
not freedom, real freedom.
Yeah, and now I feel like I truly do because the workload is dispersed among my amazing team and everyone puts in their
Mhm.
part. And it just feels like I'm able to really see this business thrive in a way that I wouldn't have been able to without a team.
Yeah, I love it. Hey, Ashley and I are going to dive into each of these three things: time, money, and freedom more in depth. We wanted to dedicate an episode to each thing. We're going to link those below. We're also going to link below our hiring guide, which is where we've spilled our souls on hiring. Like just all aspects of hiring, from the knowing when you're ready to onboarding. We even include contracts for hiring.
Yeah, you guys,
So
this is like no fluff. It's not just talking about theoretically. It's like the stuff we actually use to bring on our
yeah.
team.
Well, it's like a, hey, Ashley, you and I have talked about this 1,000 times. Maybe we should like write this down in a guide, kind of
Yes.
a thing. Like
Yes.
tried, proven, our thoughts. I think even some story, there's multiple stories in there.
Yes.
So go check out those links below. And thanks for joining us on another episode of Accountants Lounge, where we take you behind the scenes of growing virtual accounting firms. Also, if you want to keep joining in on the convo, go join our Facebook group because we also have more stuff in there. But yeah, stick around. Can't wait to see you on another episode. Bye.